Hello there, and welcome back to the next episode of Pleasure Pond. We are quite into the project already. Last episode we put down the wonderful entrance by Plastic Swans. I, have done a couple of adjustments to make it fit into what I have done myself over here. But we're doing a bit more today. We are adding a couple of Flatrides and stuff. And also, this is not looking like a pond, is it? We're going to make this look a lot more like a pond. I'm not sure if it's going to be this episode, but we're definitely going to do a lot more that is aligned with these things. Just making sure that the shoreline and stuff just looks a lot more pond. Is that even a phrase, a real name, a real whatever word? I don't really know. But like the idea is that we will have a lot more nature around that pond and also a bit more like water lilies and stuff in, just so that it suits our needs a little bit better. So we do have that family dipper ride in the middle. Here as like a very nice focal point. If you go over here, you've got an interesting look, and here's the same kind of look, but this area over here is not really looking nice. So we are going to spend some time today on this area over here, but we're going to go, as always, to the workshop and get some great creations in. I kind of like the idea to work a bit more with the workshop. I really like that. So today we're typing in family and see what we find if we type in family. So this is the Frontier Ridge opening. That's the whole park, isn't it? Yeah, that's the park. I don't need a park. I actually, filters can actually be Flatrides and confirm the filter. So let's see if we can find like a nicely dressed. The Helter Skelter is really cool, but I need a nicely dressed one. That's a little too less. This one over here, the classic kiddie ride. Oh, that is not really functioning, is it? But it's very, very interesting. Let's see what we can find. I mean, the floral carousel. Yeah, yeah, let's install that, because I could imagine that looks good in real daytime. This is done by TV Sparkle Cat. Okay, interesting. I'm assuming that there will be a lot of cool creations in here. Oh my god. The thing is, that is from Deso, and we've been using some of Deso stuff already because it's so good. And I'm just going to use that because he's got incredible blueprints, and I've used that one, the scissor. I have that one in my park already. I am loving the kickflip here. His stuff is beyond. I will put these down today. I can't. I need to have them in my park. They're all too good. Cat and carousel. It's like proper German stuff. I'm in love with that. And, I'm doing all by myself in the forest, but I'm very willing to have some very good blueprints in here. And these are fantastic. The Kraken Whirlpool. My god, that looks good too. Next page. Oh god, look at that. He's got themed almost every single Flatride in the game. The Grand Carousel. Oh my god, yes. Let's install that one too. The Strike, the Enterprise, the Holly Golly. What's that? Oh, I think that's one of the best designs ever for that kind of wave thingy. Let's just grab that as well. This is going to be such a peak park because of all these designs. Okay, this is the pirate ship, right? I'm not like the biggest fan of that ride anyways. Like there are a few rides I get sick from, but that one definitely is one where I have a huge amount of nausea going on. I gotta see Scream. I gotta see if someone has done the disc. Can I filter this further? Spinning, that is, right? So confirm the filters, and we're not in the... Okay, and then we should see if there is like a disc in there. Let's have a look. What happens if I type in disc? Oh wait, I should use the English word for that. Let's see if we unfilter this. Oh god, I love that. Mission Space, is that the kind of disc one? DLC required? The Parades pack, so that is the disc, right? It's not the one. I mean, the jumping disc. Yeah, not the big fan of this one. I mean, we don't need that. Disc golf bass. Oh my god, that's such a fun thing for like the game you can play. Okay, well, never mind. This is all good. Let's also see what we can find with park. And there's like a lot of stuff in here. Sandbox park, pavilion. Oh, that is that thing. I saw that on, I don't know, it was in a Facebook group or so. This is like a huge pavilion where you can build like an underground park in. That is insane. Highly recommend to check out from Villaci. Really, 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 really good. But yeah, this is definitely not what I want to have over here. Let's filter this to scenery, confirm, and then see what we can find in here. So we got some trolley station. We got a Main Street building here. Another Main Street building. We didn't have them earlier. This one is a good one. Is that a new one? This is 29th of June. Yeah, that's today. Let's see if we can find some new. Oh, look at that. Stargamer is still on it. That's like a restroom. I don't know if we downloaded that yesterday. I'm just going to install that too, Stargamer. Hopefully these guys will get a whole bunch of new downloads because these buildings are fantastic. Pumpkins animated. How they're animated though. Okay. Also, we gotta search for Taggy at some point to use some of his stuff because he's got some really cool stuff. Let's say Taggy 3D. Can I find the creator actually? Yeah, there you go. There's this Taggy and we view workshop creations. Yeah, this is the Micro Mushroom brand. I absolutely need this band from him because that one is ridiculous and I want to connect that to an event point. And eventually we are going to use all these kind of sliders he's done because these sliders are absolutely the best thing ever. The micro sliders, that is, I can actually, I can install that already, but I'm not going to use that in here. This is the Lego minifigure set. Also, such a lovely thing he did over here. That kind of thing is cool. The small stream scene. What is this, by the way? Oh, is that new one? Just gonna use that and plop this down. His stuff is incredible. I'm gonna see this whole thing as a little showcase here today. Anyways, we're going to put down the Flatrides first, and then we come to Taggy stuff. So we're going to go to Flatrides and create custom. No, not custom. We're gonna use this, and we are going to use the. Can we see these one? Ah, yeah, there you go. He's got some very incredible thumbnails that go a long way because they can be used very nicely. So can we fit that in that corner? I think we absolutely can. So let's see where we can actually make this entrance go. So this is the Grand Carousel. And I am willing to just plop the whole thing over here a little and sneak that in as best as I can in that area. I mean, from the viewpoint, is that okay? If we have that from over here, you can see the carousel. It doesn't blend, yeah, it doesn't block the view here too much. It's very nice. It's very nice indeed. I will have to cut off the pathway here a little, but that is a little bit of a smaller price to pay, I should say. That is absolutely doable. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab this and we're going to use the delete tool and we're going to delete everything from here. Let's just go in the middle and see that we can somewhat follow that area here. So that should be good. And then about here, that did delete some stuff. That's good. Did we delete too much of the path over here? No, we didn't. Okay, that's good. Not sure what happened over here. we may actually fix that real quick by dragging that to the side of it. That's much better. I'm just going to move that card a little. As much as I love the card, I am willing... Look at that tiny pond there in the middle. I want to have that card just here next to the entrance. And apparently, there's also no connection to the pathway here, which I'm absolutely going to do. Come on, just flick over. I thought about flicking it over, but let's just do it this way, and then that little fella can go over. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. So this is the entrance here. That is fine. Let's move it up so it actually stands on its feet, how it's supposed to be. And then we're going to add some barriers in between, below. I really do hope that this is enough if we have that standing over here. Yeah, well, let's use the advanced move. Not sure if that's enough, but I'm just going to try. I love that tiny pond. What's this made of? It's so cleverly done. So there is some... What? I don't even know what this is. What is... Oh, there's just like... That is actually very clever. What is this kind of idea? This is just creating a wonderful pond look without... Wait, hold on. What is this? What is this wizardry? Wait, is that a group? Oh my god. That is some absolute wizardry. And I'm wondering, is that a pool? Oh, that is a pool. Oh my god, that is some wizardry going on over here. So what about if I just delete this one? We have got the pond. Okay, but I do absolutely understand why you do that. That looks really cool. That looks really cool. I have to make sure. Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna change this in the settings. Where's the sound? There's the sound. And let's say the adjust master volume to 20%. It's just like so you don't have to mess with the audio levels as much as I do, because it's going to be painful to listen to it otherwise. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to paint that. Oh my god, is that foundation again? Yeah, it is. There you go. And so wait, that does change a little. Is that still part of the path? That's a weird edge over there. I mean, I'm willing to keep that then. If that makes the whole experience better, I'm fine with this. Okay, so we've got the first Flatride put down over here, and I am willing to just have another one off to the other side. Let's have a look. The Ketten Carousel is this one, but that one absolutely goes in that space because it's just too well placed over here. Look at that tiny entrance thing over here. Look, we already placed that almost perfectly fine, but if we're going to place this here, you can see just about the green has to be shown. Is that too close for comfort? Yeah, that is a little too close for comfort here, but we can adjust that a little and push that here. And then we just have the, yeah, that's perfect. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so good. It is so damn good. And now just do the same and have like only that bits and bobs over here connected. Make that smaller. And hold on. Where's that? There you go. Ah, lovely. And just like that corner here as well. And we're just going to get rid of some of the hedges here. That's all we need to do. We can fill in the rest with the hedges here. I'm not sure how many episodes, as I said, I will have to do, or I will do at the end of the day, but it's looking fantastic. Is that the same trick with the pool over here? Man, I'm loving that. This looks to be, I was about to say, this looks like fountains. Oh my god, we can actually make this fountain be triggerable. That would be fantastic. Also, like these little details, like these side buildings over here. Just like so. Is there actually something in here? It's like a little path and a sequencer. Oh my god. What's that sequencer triggering? Oh, this is actually the water effect. Oh, we can actually... Oh, so we can put a... Wait. That means we can just about... Oh, wait, that is so good. So create custom, and we have that event point. And we are just going to place this here. And we're going to make this event point, first of all, not blue. Why is that even blue? I don't even understand. So we have this one, wonderful. And then we're going to say excitement and set the focus to, yeah, that one. Why not? Confirm. And we are going to, oh, this is a vista point. It's not an event point. Oh, excuse-moi. I mean, this is still pretty neat. We can still have that one placed over here. But I was about to... I'm sorry. I was about to go and have an event point set. There you go. That one goes here. And then we're just going to use the same kind of colors here. I don't mind. It's kind of the same. And then we're going to set the focus again on that piece. Confirm. And we're going to use the edit trigger sequence. And we're using this one. Confirm. That's so cool. So it just kind of plays the fountains. That's so good. So they should technically not be playing right now. Or they do, right? Are they set to continuous though? Because then the trigger wouldn't really... Yeah, continuous. Okay, so let's say looping and on trigger. Looping hourly every 2 hours. Yeah, that's fine. Hourly, I mean, hourly is maybe a little too much anyways. I just hope that a lot of people come around and click the button. So that is fairly nice. I'm just also wondering, I had some planters over here. So I'm just going to plop them on the side, and we are going to... Oh my god, they're not... Oh my god, no! They're not even... I wish they would have been groups. Okay, never mind then. So we have like a planter that we can set in some spaces, and I'm willing to not have too many of those scattered around, but just like sometimes, like here, I'm willing to place them in. And then we do some other stuff around here, you know, some grass and some little bits and bobs to just make them stand out a bit nicer. Just want to have this in. So there are a couple of nice ones. This one in particular over here is pretty neat. I want to have that one go into... oh wait, it just about fits in here. And then one goes straight, and I'm almost willing to have my path just go through here once. And then for whatever odd reason, this isn't the same. Is that because of... Yeah, it's because of that. Okay, fixed it. Okay, quite happy with this. Now, the only thing that keeps me away from being even more happy is just making these planters be valuable. So I'm wondering if there is one thing... Yeah, they're fairly long. Can I get these ones shorter as well? Like, hold on. This is the edge. Okay, so I guess if I grab the middle part of it, yeah, that's exactly what I needed. It's a very simple idea, but we can just about do this. Otherwise, I forget about this. This is why I'm just doing this right now. So we should be able to just about click these things in here. You know, just like so. And I'm just going to see about the edges. I will put like a column of some sort. So just to make our life a little bit more simple, you know, we don't need to stress about all these kind of solutions. I like this challenge of building a park out of community creations and just mix and match and puzzle this together myself. I figured this is really playing a bit more the kind of casual way that a lot of people would disagree works in this game. So apparently I'm playing without money, and I haven't really cared too much for the gameplay of the park itself yet, which I'm going to do in a bit. We have to look for some staff buildings as well, but I'm going to push this into the next episode. I still have some time to prepare the episode, so I believe we are in episode 5 now. I had one long recording of the first 4 episodes, and now I'm sitting here with episode number 5, I believe it is. So I wanted to go to at least 8 episodes. My wish would be to be 10 episodes tall at the end of the day. That would be fine, but I'm really not sure if I'm gonna do this. So we have to see. Wait and see if I can do this. That is a little bit of my target, though. Let's see if I can deliver on that. So I'm really open in the result. If you say, in German we say Ergebnis offen. Oh god, that's like, in German this is one of the worst thing you can say. This is just like I have no idea. It's basically admitting that you got no idea, which then again it does fit. So this is kind of how it looks like on one side, and then if we fit some bushes and stuff in between, that's already about it. So we could use these ones, but I think again periwinkle is what we're going to do, because that one just would suit us so good. Yeah, there you go. Just have some periwinkle go in. Scale this a little smaller, and then I'm going to use the smallest one, and we're going to make this some brighter whitish colors, and we're gonna have them scaled down to one of the smallest variants. Here we go. That is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, some of them plopping through here is about okay. So yeah, this is just an idea for me how to go with the planter, but I think I like that. And looking at the timer, I'm not going to fix this. We are going to not fix this because I may put a couple more stores in here. So if we go to facilities, we should have a couple more of these little bits and bobs here too. Like oh my god, this is the what kind of stand is that? The concession stand. Oh, that one looks really cool as well. We may actually plop this here. Or maybe, no, actually, let's put this here, because that is also very nicely close to the coaster, and it would get ourselves a nice little area to sit in. It might not be the most quiet area to sit in, but it definitely is going to be a good area to sit in and just enjoy that area. So let's just do this, and we are going to use the big one, just like so. Yeah, that just fits right in the middle, and let's also enlarge that to the sides. Yeah, we got a little stream in the middle. I kind of hate that because it's like always the same when you have that one turned off, right? Is that fixing the... Yeah, it's fixing the issue again. Look at that. We've got that little shop there to make people actually go there. Big fan of this. Really like this. Really nice. And now let's have a look to Flatrides because we still have a lot to play. So this is the Kraken Whirlpool. We had this incredible one on this side. And now I believe... Yeah, that one is going to be a bit of a challenge to be placing in here with the terrain. The terrain is maybe a bit of an issue to fit this in, but we could try to make this work by... I mean, that creates a bit of a bottleneck here, but Is that going above? Yeah, that would actually fit. Let's see if I can squeeze out a little bit more even. I just want to make sure that the supports may actually be a bit of an issue here, but it's fine. Let's place this down, and looks like the exit goes around here. So you know what we could do, and there's like a tiny little, like, yeah, it's gonna close, it doesn't matter. I think I'm just gonna use no supports over here. No supports. Actually, you know what? We could use no supports on that entire area, and we put some custom supports below. Actually, you know what? We're just going to do this real quick. This is no big deal at all. We are going to take some wood and just make a custom support real quick. It's going to be rather simple. So let's grab ourselves like a... That one should do the trick. And we can... Why is that not like... Yeah, whatever. And we're just going to scale that a little lower here, and then we're just going to make this a little darker so it suits the vibe a bit nicer, fair, and then we're just going to place this thing down below like that, and we're just going to make like a bit of a nice platform out of this. I have forgotten to put the music on loop. My bad over here. So here we go. Music is back. Have some really good music from that thing. Okay, so now let's just create a building out of these. Create that building, and now obviously these two are not aligned properly. Just gonna do this, and now I'm just willing to make a bit of a nice support. I'm just gonna make that a little thicker, and that goes into that corner. And actually, you know what, that goes into the middle, because the corner was actually a bit of the issue I was looking at. So yeah, we're going to plop this in like here. See that this is not going to go anywhere in the middle. Awesome. We're just going to do the same on the other side. Here we go. And then just to connect those, we're just going to have like a connection beam in the middle. Let's see if we can make that even smaller. Yeah, just a tad bit. And that should be about it. We're just going to have that one placed below the thing a little bit over here. Let's get rid of the angle snap. Oh my god. Where's that thing? Just gonna do that again. So maybe another worthy thing would be here, just about at the end. Let's see if that looks stable enough to me. It doesn't really. So we might actually need to squeeze another one in here, which, to be honest, is fine. We can have another one just stand over here. And then we might have another one very much close to here, just as like a additional support. Here goes that, and then, you know what, that is all good. We've got like a custom support way going on over here. That's fine. In general, I don't find this train to be very stable and believable in its supports. Like, totally honest, this is not looking anything I would trust, but hey, who am I to say? What I'm willing to do is I'm just using the draw tool. I'm just going to use merge on, and I am going to just about do this. Ha! See, that's fixed. What's that? This is so good. And then let's delete this bit over here. I gotta admit, this is fantastic. This guy is doing some God's work over here. The Kraken area and all these kind of things. That little, oh my god, that rock work over here is... That's just chef kiss. This entire thing, the entire build, like with all these kind of little bips and bobs, and oh, we got something to shoot over here. Is that correct? Oh my god, yes. Where's my little event point? Let's go to the event point again. Entertainment. And then we also put the event. I can't put this anywhere else. I'm just gonna plot this in that corner. And I assume edit the trigger sequence and add objects. Let's see if there's somewhere... There's no sequencer, is there? I thought that was maybe hidden in here again. I was about sure, but then it's not. But it doesn't matter. We are going to use this one in here. Fantastic. And we're going to say confirm. And then this is going to shoot the water from over here. How cool is that? How cool is this actually? And these things are going to play the whole time. Like these are just on. Or do they... No, they do jump as well. So somewhere over here seems to be a sequencer hidden. I just haven't seen that one. Maybe in this thing? Are you in here? You're not. Okay. But these like electrical boxes and stuff. Can I click this somehow? Let's have a look. Because that one itself looks so good. I'm just going to steal that one to have that scattered around the park somewhere. I'm just going to place one here just for me personally and for you, because we then all know that it's there. And just like a little bit of an Easter egg that there. It's not really an Easter egg, is it? But you get the idea. Okay, so we've got to place down a couple more rides. This one is without energy. So we are going to place another one of those things down. Let's just grab that. And just to fill in that area, we're going to have one that also shouldn't have too much of a negative effect in here. I'm just wondering, is there like a way to get the connection power generator? Yeah, but like, it doesn't even matter. I really would wish that the system automatically understands when I have something like that connected. There's still some really work that Frontier can do. Oh, you know what's actually the last thing we need to do? Okay, so actually taggy stuff, we can plop this down as well. So let's have a look. Which is the mushrooms? Oh wait, blueprints. Mushroom, there you go. Little mushroom animal. Oh my god. But that is absolutely fitting in here. So this is, oh my god, this is the stuff that Taggy does, right? This is just absurd. I am not entirely sure which is the main one controlling everything. Damn it. I'm just gonna move that over and hit play, and I assume, okay, so everything is playing. I just need to, he normally names these things. So this is the drummer eye, thinger mouth, drummer eye, drummer stick left hand. Like, is this, everything is playing? Like, is this all on continuous? I wonder, I mean, I don't need to, what the scenery, this is like scenery group, or what is it called? Scenery group, and then very fast 4. Can I edit this? Slider A, slider attach. Huh. I'm just gonna pause the game so we don't have any music. I wonder, like, normally the logic that Taggy has is ultra fast 2, open 2. That there is somewhat, this is the bass head, drumstick left hand. It's a shame though. I wonder, like, if I put like another sequencer that connects all of these, that shouldn't really work, because like, you know what, we're just gonna place this down. It doesn't matter. We don't need to have everything just like play an actual role. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to have that all sunken into the ground, and then this one works. And I don't even need the pathway, because that is a good idea to have it around here. And oops, can I, oh wait, pathways is just, oh my god. So about this, is the tree broken? Oh no, I just glitched into the tree. Okay, so we have that, like a little bit of a nice effect in here. The last thing we are doing is putting down benches and bins, my friends, because as you can see, it's starting to become littered in this park, and we have to combat that by creating quite a lot. This will take a few moments anyway, so I'm going to go with this one, and I'm also going to go with the bench. Let's quickly do like a color variant that we like. Oh my god, it's just like snapping, but it shouldn't. Okay, so I'm not willing to go with this color. I like the appeal of it, but I think for this park I might do something more like brownish, like so. And then I was about to try if we can instead use like a green, like just reverse the colors. I think I like that. I may actually go for a bit more of a brighter rose tone. Yeah, that is about cool. And now let's see if we can have the same rose tone for the bin. I'm just gonna go with this. I'm just gonna go with this. Okay, let's first of all place down some bins, because they are most likely more important than the other stuff. So we're just going to go around these edges where we have, and we can now finally make good use of these little curbs here to make them being placed in, you know, in here. It's just like where you can easily place them. I'm not sure if they could access this from these sides, so let's also give them some to the outside here. And now we do need some stuff up here as well, and down here in these corners, just like all the way here. Oops, I want to really line them. I mean, I know that you can do this literally while placing the stuff, but I'm just too lazy at the beginning to think of it. And you can't use the paintbrush for that. I wish to have the option to brush this on even later. That would be fantastic. If Frontier could fix that, that would be a huge way. And just so you know what I mean, I'm going to demonstrate that in a second. We're almost already done with it. So we can have like a small one here as well, so that not everyone is going to move in wild places, and just maybe have another one here next to the entrance. Yeah, that should do the trick for the moment being. Just a couple more here. Okay, so what I mean is if you build a pathway, and this is legit the last thing we are doing for today's episode, if you build a path, you can actually say add path extras, and then you can say I want to have, let's say, this bin, and then I want to have it only on the left. And if you build this out, you can see this is where you can have a spacing that is further wider, and then all 10 meters they're adding this, which I like a lot, you know, and you can have these things. You can literally have every type of bench you have, but it'll always use the latest design you have done. You can see now it's using the color scheme that we had. So you could just use that, you know, and then the bench is being placed, but you can still access the bench as normal. I love that, but I really would love it even further if you could just brush it onto these ones, you know, as the customized brush would also need to be customized extra. But you can't, as you can see, you can't access this one. It's grayed out. It's not going to work. I really would love to see Frontier fixing this, because honestly, that would just go such a long way if we would be easy to just brush over bins and benches everywhere to the dedicated side positions. You can still fix that afterwards, that's fine, but yeah. This is actually a massive leap forward, guys. We have added a couple of rides. We can actually open them all up. Oh, actually, we need to test all of this. Let's put it all on test so we can open that later. But oh my god, guys, this is going to be so fun. I really hope I have the chance to do a couple more episodes on that one. This one is also not tested either. Okay, let's just speed through that and open all this kind of stuff. And I'm very curious to see how many guests we will have at the end of the day. We will definitely need some staff members. There are no security guards, no staff room available. This is some fixes we need to do in the next episode. Some actual backstage and park management has to be done. I assume that there will be some backstage here and some backstage here in the front on the left hand side, and that should all do the trick. So let's see if we can open that up. We can't yet open this up. Can we open it now? We can open you now. We can hopefully open you out, and you can be opened as well. Okay, fair. Now I assume a lot of people, yes, as you can see, now a lot of people join the park. How cool is that? This is gonna look really cool. I'm really curious to see the guest flow later on, because my idea is also to put like an arcade here in the very front, to just have even more things going on. So like we have the souvenir shop, which hopefully is getting a bit more busy the other day, and we're going to have some staff members like janitors and, you know, all these kind of people. Is it just about to snow right now? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is my summer project, my friends. It's not like, where are we? Day 1. What kind of season are we in? Hold on. Are we actually in... Wait, we are in winter. Okay, fair enough then. It's -1 degrees and in winter. So lovely. Okay, we're gonna leave ourselves now with a winter wonderland in summer. That is so weird. I'm sitting here at like 30 degrees outside and recording this for you. Actually, to cool off, that's maybe very nice to have, but I'm gonna see you in the next episode. As always, if you like this, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Just watch this, share it with your friends if you want to, or grab a game via my instant gaming link. Always helps me out quite a lot. So would love to see you guys around there. And next episode awaits you very soon. As you've maybe seen the first episode, the full schedule will be in. So as soon as I'm editing this, I will know how many episodes I have recorded. And so you get a good plan to when all these episodes will be releasing. So hopefully that is a good service for you. I'm going to talk to you in the next one. Have a nice time and bye.